Moving on from our World Cup review, we're going to our transfer news roundup and lots of exciting transfer rumors and some certified movements. Talking about certified movements, finally, we have the X that has finally been picked, who is A. Maresca, aka Diet Pep, He's been appointed as the latest Manchester City coach, replacing Pep Guardiola. And we found out that whilst he was in a relationship with his ex, he was actually thinking about his old flame. I mean, what do you
Well,
say? What do
bro,
you say
I
to that?
think
I
you,
guess
I
when your
think it's
sugar daddy treats you right, I guess you never
exactly,
forget your
man.
first.
He's been thinking about his sugar daddy, so he just couldn't let it go, man. The relationship was in his head like clockwork. Well, I think, we did touch about Chelsea previously, and to me, this just defines what a small club is. Because, you're a manager of a proposed big club, and, you're thinking about Man
What do
City
you
all
mean big
season.
club in quotes?
Bro, in quotes, man, because you're thinking about Man City all season, mid-season, you resign from your job just so you can end up as a Man City manager at the end of the next season, from Chelsea season, because they were fourth when you left, man, ended up 10th. So I think small club is a small club, and I don't want to say too much about that. I'll let the Chelsea fans let us know what they think. Speaking about Elliot Anderson, though, still on Man City, so it looks like he's finally signed for Man City, £160 million deal. To be honest, I think City paid an extra pound just to avoid the 115 banter and allegations.
Hey,
So
yo!
it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, that's the 116th one, I believe, because
Still,
paying that amount for Anderson,
that's criminal, man.
he should land in
Exactly,
jail at this
man.
point.
Okay, well, the
Oh my
funny
God.
thing though is Forest are
116.
claiming the deal was for £130 million, and well, I guess I don't know who I'm going to believe. I guess I'm going to stick to City's official 115.
Yeah. Let's stick to City because they are so famous for being very transparent with the books and and never cooking the figures. So kudos. I guess we should stick to City.
Sarcasm.
Okay.
Acknowledge.
Yeah, so still on the transfer market though, it kind of looks like Spurs are liberating Manchester United, hijacking the Mateus Fernandes deal for a whooping £85 million. So, Franch, I'm going to throw this to you. What's the problem here? Is it a case where Man don't have the money, or they're just not willing to spend on a relegated player?
Well, things are a bit slow generally in the transfer market, like the World Cup going on and stuff. Spurs ain't liberating no one, bro. Nah, I don't get it. Like, because they got Mateus
Skills me,
Fernandes. He's a great player now, but the superior Fernandes still remains with the Red Devils. So we watched Mateus Fernandes last season. Decent guy, good passes on him, but that Brandy song almost doesn't count. They got relegated, man. So imagine moving from 18th to 17th. Like, for how much again? Nah, I ain't little bro, my bro.
85, man.
I ain't little bro, my bro. It got Robo for free.
See, I don't want to be a salty United fan, so I'm just going to bounce aside. I think Fernandes is a decent player. I don't know if he's probably going to move the needle entirely, but this is one of those acquisitions where sometimes you just have to say fair play. But with regards to them hijacking the deal from United, when looking at the final details for the transfer, they were willing to go as high as 250k a week for the player. And when you have a player like Kobe Mainoo, who just signed his recent contract, getting as much as 130, 140, you can understand why United did not want to break the wage structure. Although some people might say that's broke boys' excuse, and hey, you're justified to say that, but just adding a little bit of context there. But yeah, like my man Franch said, there's only one Bruno Fernandes. Let's see how Mateus Fernandes is gonna fare from moving from a relegated squad to to a squad that almost relegated. Yeah, but all jokes aside, that's a dope signing for Spurs. Yeah.
Okay. I guess, some disagree about the league growing, some agree. Well, talking about transfers that actually move the needle, though, and still on Spurs, kind of looks like they're about to sign Sandro Tonali, £100 million deal.
Bro.
Man, I think this is crazy because I personally didn't see Spurs spending this much. They already signed Van Heck, signed Fernandes, now Tonali, so that's talking £250 million, and the transfer window hasn't really even kicked off.
On three
So
players, fam. Wow.
bro, on 3 players. So Franch, what are you saying? Do you think with this new signing, Spurs will actually have something to say next season, or is it still going to be mid-table antics?
Well, Spurs, they have a decent manager who can carry them up to mid-table. That's where the limit is right now, to just get as far as they count from relegation because it's been 2 seasons of 17 plays. So yeah, I think they have the resources, but the money 250, that's the entire whole transfer budget, like just gone.
Bro.
But
True.
on Tonali, I'm not too sure Newcastle are gonna sell for that amount. I don't know if it's confirmed.
Bro, it's a bomber, bro. Like a couple
It's
minutes
been
ago.
confirmed,
Oh
yeah.
my days, really? Spurs
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
A hundred,
Andrew,
a
bro.
hundred
Couple
M's,
people
fam.
then.
Bro, you're not playing, man.
Well, that's an interesting one because I'm just looking at Newcastle. They're losing a whole lot of players without replacing because Bruno G might likely still leave because this is like his own opportunity to leave to a bigger club in his career. And well, I'm just happy. I'm just curious rather to see what Newcastle do like in the transfer window to replace all these gaps that they have in their squad as well. But Spurs getting Tonali and Bruno. I don't know who plays in the middle for Spurs. Are they overhauling the whole team?
Yeah, it was what's his name? They signed this Chelsea reject
Oh,
was his name.
Gallagher.
And then they had Bergval. Gallagher, they have Gallagher, Bergval,
Madison is never available. So
yeah, always injured. Okay, so still on the transfer market though, based on all these transfer movements, now so JR, who do you really think broke the transfer market? Is
it's
it Arsenal?
Arsenal. Arsenal ruined the transfer market. Imagine signing a player like Rice for that amount. So I'm not surprised that Villa are
A
quoting.
player like
No,
Rice?
I disagree.
We're throwing bands. So, bro, hey.
No, I disagree. We signed Declan Rice for
Ah,
105 million or something thereabout. And he's proved himself, like, season in, season out.
feels like we got him half
Yeah,
price,
we got him half
I'm
price.
just fishing. Don't mind
You
me.
let Chelsea get away with Enzo and Casido just there. That's like almost 300 million. Like, and you say those are the people
Oh, for
that
sure,
spoiled
for
the
sure, for
market.
sure.
They bought Modric for 100.
Yeah, if I'm keeping it bands free, of course, we all know who ruined the transfer market in England. It was when
Man City and
Abramovich
Chelsea,
I
came
don't
man.
even think Man
and set
City did.
the trend. Then the Man City came. Yeah, not too much as City, very much Abramovich Chelsea, right? That's when we started having absurd fees for players and they were blowing everybody out of the park. But in my bands included wrap up, I think Arsenal ruined the transfer market by signing Rice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him a medal, lads.
Okay. Moving on to more transfer stuff. Yeah. PSG are now saying Barcola is not for sale. And they're even saying that if they were ever gonna sell, you have to go for at least 116 million pounds. I think talking about the transfer market going crazy, this is just ridiculous stuff.
Yo, PSG, your under accord is safe, man. No one's trying to hijack
Bro,
your
keep
under
him,
accord.
man. Keep
Barcola
him.
on the
You can
accord.
park
You
on the
see what I did
streets.
to Sweden.
You can park on the streets. No one is trying to steal your under accord, please. What do you mean the 160 M's, fam? The fuck?
Bruh. Still on PSG though, the understanding is Diomande has rejected Liverpool even before he got an official offer, and the indication is he's willing to, sign for PSG if he ends up leaving RB Leipzig. So what are you saying, JR? Like this Diomande guy, I know we touched about it last week, but what's the hype really about? Like, what are you saying?
Yo, maybe I'm not seeing what everyone else is seeing. I already mentioned it talking about why the Ivorian coach has automatically given him untouchable status. There's probably some scouting reports that I'm not privy to, but it also seems like a strange decision, right? Because you have Kvaratskhelia, who's I think 26, or is not up to 27 yet. You have Barcola now, and you have Due also in the ranks for PSG. So him betting on himself, thinking he's probably gonna go there and displace one of them when he's still raw like this is a huge gamble. And man, kudos to him. I love to see Black Boy shine, but yeah, I wish the best for him in the future.
I'll just chip
What do you
one
have to
thing
say
in.
about that, friend?
I'll just chip one thing in.
Yeah.
Like Diomande, man, one of his chain is fake. Like fake chain guy. You get me? So, but basically, you know how PSG do this thing. Like, I think their strategy is to build different teams for different competitions. That's what they did last season. They had Marquinhos just playing the Champions League. So, yeah, Diomande might get a shot to play the Ligue 1, like, because that's their little baby where they can experiment, give them for the Champions League and the Cup competitions, have their other proper teams. PSG just want to build 3 teams that are greedy.
You put it like that.
Yeah.
I could see why it makes more sense. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, and I think we can all agree with that opinion. So just to wrap up, still talking about small clubs though. Chelsea are trying to sign a Granit Xhaka. The indication is they they bid £8 million for someone that got signed by 17 million by Sunderland just last season. This kind of giving me shades of Arsenal a couple years back, going for players like Jorginho, David Lewis, Socrates. Franch, what are you saying? Is this like small ball antics,
Now,
or
basically,
what's happening at Chelsea?
Chaka represented our club for a couple of years. He was our captain, and from an
Yeah,
unbiased perspective, it would be a good signing for Chelsea. I can imagine, he'd bring his
I agree.
leadership qualities. Like we all saw what he did with the Sunderland team. Now, no one was even looking at getting close to Europe, and he fired them to Europe. And that one makes me wonder again: why would you want to leave Europe to go to Chelsea?
good
Well,
question.
maybe the money, maybe the relationship with Xabi Alonso, but I think it will be a good addition
True.
to the Chelsea squad to at least galvanize the little guys there, Casido, Lavia, that are barely available. Chaka, one of his biggest traits is availability. So I think Chelsea need
True.
Yeah.
that. It will be a very, very good signing for them. But obviously, I don't want Chaka to go to Chelsea, but we'll see how that falls out.
Okay, well, I have to say, good signings don't win big trophies. Great signings win big trophies. So yeah, maybe we can call it a good signing, but it is what it is. So that's everything today on our transfer roundup. Thanks for catching up with us. Remember to hit the subscribe button and follow us on social media. JR_Skipps on Twitter and JR_Skipps_podcast on Instagram. Tap in.
Let's go.